Good morning again, students. Today we are going to move into activity 2 about the sexual reproduction in animals. In the previous session, we have mentioned the types of asexual reproduction in animals. And as you know before, that the asexual reproduction can be done using or requiring one partner only one partner. But in sexual reproduction, the reproduction takes place in the presence of both parents of different gender. Gender means sex. We have two sexes, male and female. So the sexual reproduction, in order to produce more and more offsprings, requires the presence of both sex cells, the male sex cell and the female sex cell. Look at document 1 here about the sexual reproduction. First of all, we have the male sex cell, which is the spermatozoon. It is the male sex cell. Spermatozoon, or it is called also or known as sperm cell. Look at the shape of this cell. Look at its shape. Its shape is elongated. Of course, teacher, you can write down the notes. Its shape is elongated, it is long. While the ovum, the female sex cell, female sex cell, also known as egg cell. The ovum is circular or round. It has a round shape. So, the union of both sex cells needs or requires the spermatozoon, which is the male sex cell, and the ovum or egg cell, which is the female sex cell. Now, let me please clear everything in order to allow you to focus more. Now, the union means meeting or fusion. The fusion of both nuclei. Nuclei is the plural of nucleus, as we said before. Plural of nucleus, because I have the nucleus of male and the nucleus of female, so I have two nuclei, okay? So, the union of both sex cells can produce new egg cell. This new egg cell will develop to an embryo, which will grow and also develop inside the mother body in mammals or viviparous, and outside the mother body inside an egg in oviparous animals. Also, this embryo will develop to newborn. After watching the video later, you can write down all the notes, okay? But now you have to pay attention, all of you. So, the sexual reproduction requires the presence of both sex cells. The male sex cell, which is the spermatozoon, and the female sex cell, which is the ovum. When these two cells unite means meets, they produce or give a new egg cell, and this new egg cell will develop to a newborn or of new offspring. So, let's continue now. Most oviparous and viviparous animals reproduce. They have to reproduce in order to produce new offsprings, newborn, new babies, through the presence of two parents of different gender, male and female. Let's please now write the definition of oviparous and viviparous. Oviparous animals are the animals that can lay eggs. Please, you have to write the definition of oviparous animals. Viviparous animals, those which give birth to live young. Viviparous give birth to live young, and they are only mammals. In grade 4, we have mentioned the groups of animals. They are fish, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and mammals. Mammals are the only viviparous animals, while the oviparous animals are fish, the group of fish, birds, fish, birds, reptiles, amphibians. So these are the groups which lay eggs and the groups that give birth. These groups are known as oviparous and viviparous animal. The word gender, also we write it before, means sex, and we have two sexes, only male and female. Let's continue. The male sexual cell or male sex cell, we can say also male sex cell, is known as spermatozoon, or even you can say it sperm cell. The male sex cell is called spermatozoon or sperm cell. It unites, it meets with the female sexual cell, which is the ovum, to give the egg cell. This egg cell, as we said, will develop to give a small animal, because we are speaking here about animals. This union is called fertilization. So a new word here is mentioned. Please write its meaning. So fertilization in animals means the union or fusion of both sex cells. The male sex cell, sperm cell, and the female sex cell, which is the ovum or egg cell. This is about the word fertilization. This photo or this diagram or this chart is the sexual reproduction in animals. This is called sexual reproduction in animals. This is known as sexual reproduction in animals. So the animals must unite to produce new offsprings. The following document shows the stages of sexual reproduction, Abbas. Stages means the steps. The word stages means steps done in sexual reproduction. Of course, the sexual reproduction is done in female gamete. This is the word gamete. Gamete means sex cell. Please write its meaning. You can say female gamete or female sex cell. Both are correct. Please write the meaning of the word gamete. Gamete means sex cell. So I have the female gamete and the male gamete. These two cells unite or meet in the nucleus to give a fertilized egg. This fertilized egg will develop into a new individual. New individual means new living thing. New individual means new living thing or a new living being. This living being, as we said also, will be first fetus. Fetus means embryo. And this embryo will also develop to become a newborn. So, this is the diagram of the stages of sexual reproduction. We cannot say that it includes pollination and fructification, because the pollination is done only in plants which makes pollen, and this pollen is moved to the ovary will become into a fruit as fructification. So we can say the pollination and the fructification stages done in animals. Only fertilization will take place. Only fertilization will take place in animals' reproduction. So this is the diagram of the stages of sexual reproduction in animals. Thanks for watching.